Morning. 7:15. A34. I don't know what's going on. Accident, I think. It abruptly cut off in the last video, so apologies for that. Like I say, it is what it is. If I was an accomplished film editor, I wouldn't be driving a fucking truck. So this morning we're going up to Darlaston, which is sort of north west Bristol, Birmingham, if I get there. My plan this morning was Cherwell Valley, Greg's breakfast. Depending on how long it's going to take me to get through here, depends on whether I get my breakfast or not. Due to some fuckwittery, I may have to forego it. Let's just hope everyone's alright, you know. It's Friday, you want it crackerjack day, you want to be getting home to your loved ones, don't you? If I miss my breakfast, it's not the end of the world. These people don't get home. It could be the end of the world for somebody. And it just goes to show how fragile life can be. Right next to me. Double manned. Probably a new driver. Keeping a good eye on the mirrors just in case the emergency services are going to try and get through. I think it's up here at this either on ramp or off ramp. There's definitely an off ramp up here. So yeah, the plan today, get up to Darlaston. Never been here before. Just be a straightforward load and head back to Southampton. Happy days. But of course you don't need this sort of malarkey, do you know? You don't need this. What we don't want is the road closing now. That'll put the right kibosh on it. Traffic's moving slower now. Saying only a 7-minute delay. ticking on though. Should only be up here. Give myself a little bit of room here just in case I've got to get out of the way. Mile an hour. So what we all got planned for the weekend then? Cracker Jack day today. Not entirely sure what we're doing. Got a few loose plans. Bit of movement. So how do you like being stuck in traffic with me? Oh dear, I don't know why I do it. I don't know why you watch it. Thank you for doing it though. I've had a right load of new people join, so thank you to all the people that have joined. Don't forget to leave a message. Say hello. One thing you'll notice is that I'm usually about a week behind, sometimes longer. So I just can't. I've tried uploading on the road, it just doesn't work. And it just takes too long. Short clips you can get away with, but you know, anything longer than that, anything longer than about 5 minutes, then forget it. And as my videos tend to drag on a bit, dull you and bore you to death, then Well, the picture of where the accident is keeps moving. Is it a rolling accident? We're not far from the end. According to this, there's a slip road that joins, and that's probably where the dipshittery took place. Now would be a good time if anybody needed to get out through here with blue lights. Would be now, because I can pull over to the left. But I bet that doesn't happen. Oh. Well, stationary. Trying to turn you off because we ain't going nowhere. Oh, hang on, we got some movement. We got some movement. There's a big lump of sludge just fell off the back of that wagon there. What it was, but I'm not going over it. A big lump of tar or something. Can't see the license plate very well on that. Yeah. JH something or other, but it does say TAR. Stuff's moving over into the right hand lane. Oh, I can see some flashing lights, I think. Going to keep on creeping forwards. Now I can see some don't know whether it's police or the highways agency. You can't tell today with the flashing lights that the highways agency have. They're sort of ambery red. You don't know whether that's, you know, you just can't tell from a distance. Not that you need to know. I mean, the flashing light's a flashing light, isn't it? Got movement anyway. That new BMW's there. Don't they look god awful? X3. Or back end like a smacked ass. Not a big fan of BMW, got to be honest. Used to do a lot of work with BMW as well. When I had a proper job, back in the day. Back in the day when I had a A34 suit, Spencer count. Oh. Boozy lunches, entertaining in the evening, corporate hospitality. Now, what did I do last night? Fucking Big Mac and Sutton Scotney Services. Fucking rock and roll. Some people climb up the career ladder. Fucking I've fucking digressed. Regressed even. Digressed, yeah, I've digressed to the word. Regressed. I'm happier now, and that's what it's all about, being happy. Don't get me wrong, this job has its moments of pure frustration and anger, you know, but you can get that in any job. But you know, this week I've been totally left alone. Jobs have all been straightforward. A couple of times I've had to wait around for reference numbers, like I suspect I will have to today. And you know, it's easy. I find the job itself is easy, and this is where you know, if you've got a job where someone's continually phoning you up, harassing you, finding out where are you, and you plan to within an inch of your life, like some companies plan and tell you where to stop and start and where to take your break. Well, I can't guarantee when I need to go to the toilet. It can happen at any given time. Don't try and tell me where I can and cannot go to the toilet. That ain't gonna work. Let me in. DHL, you're going to go in then, mate. Oh, that's got Finland on the back. No, UK trailer. Now I can hear a police car coming up the other side. Oh, there's a van. How did that? Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh shit, he's dead. Holy fuck. Foreign driver. I reckon they're just about to close the road. Poor driver of the other car was still in it. Fucking didn't need to see that. Wow. That's a hell of a fucking mess. Fuck's sake. don't even take a lot, does it? You know. I reckon there's been a lot of traffic behind me that they've shut the road now. I'll put money on that. Fucking hell. Well, it looked like two vehicles, a van, a car and a lorry. Unless there was more down in the hedge, I didn't notice, didn't see, and they could quite well have been. Bearing in mind the amount of debris. Now that's a slip road there, so what I reckon, and bear in mind, so that was a left-hand drive truck. And this is only a guess based on I don't know. The car, the damage was all down the left hand side of the car, which means that must have hit the I don't know. But I suspect obviously it's got something to do with people coming out from that junction and either not being up to speed, because you've seen it as well as I have many a time. People don't put their foot down when they get onto the junction. They expect the lorries to just evaporate, you know. We can't do that. Especially if there's stuff to our right that you can't see, that you think, why haven't you pulled over? It's because we can't. And he's in the best place to look on the junctions because he's sat in the left hand seat. He's got the bird's eye view of what's going on. Didn't look like there was a great deal of damage to the truck though. Oh, I don't know. You can surmise all you like unless you actually saw it. You can't tell whose fault it was. Well, I think breakfast is out the window now, which is a bit of a shame. Still traffic coming behind, so maybe the road's not shut. On a good note though, it's a beautiful sunrise this morning. Not that we get to see it because we're in the wrong direction. You might have seen a bit as we approach the roundabout.
Exit the roundabout, take the first exit.
Never good to see accidents. 2 mile to go. Going to be a bit early, but I'm not too fussed about that. Let the traffic will slow a little bit as I get a bit closer to Birmingham. Go M40, M42, M6, a few junctions and come off. So there you have it. Wow. Breakfast out the window. Over there, don't come peeping over my line, sunshine. Stay there. Speak to you all later. Hello. Friday, 8:25. M40. About 50 minutes to go. 35 miles. Yeah, 35 miles. And not the truck in front, but the truck in front of that, you can see it. It's beautiful light. That sunshine is making everything look beautiful. There's a scrap wagon, I think. I'm pretty certain it is. And I didn't see it happen, so it may not have come from that lorry, but there was a big lump of scrap metal right on the carriageway. I had to swerve round to not hit it. It was on the slip road, sort of part on a slip road, part on my carriageway. There was no traffic around, so I got round it easy enough, but it was a big old lump of twisted steel, so it must have been fairly light to blow out the top. But you wouldn't want to be hitting it in a car, but you wouldn't want to hit it in a truck, let alone a car. But a motorcycle, it'd have you off. And I noticed that he hadn't got his, you know, these things have got nets over the top, and I don't think he's got the net over. Now he's sort of going just sort of same speed as I am, so slightly faster on the downhills. So I'm not really catching him up to any great shape. Every now and again I'll get a bit closer, but we're roughly sort of even Stevens on the speed side, so I'll put the camera on just in case something flies out. That light is just beautiful, isn't it? Shining on the trees. Still got stuff in flower there. I know they're only weeds, but it's still flowery. Look at the colours. For a quick there. I am wondering. My eyes peeled. Coming off left here, well, staying in this left hand lane. There's a scrap wagon by the looks of it. Up in a minute.
Exit the highway towards M42 to the north.
There you go, thank you. I'd already done it though, hadn't I? You're a bit late. A little bit of fuckwettery as we go around here. In this lane for a bit until everything sorts itself out. Now come across. Left hand lane merges into my lane. Coming up through them. Couldn't see him at all. At least you got on with it, got out of the way. I don't mind that. When they sit to your left and expect you to move out of the way. I can't see you, that ain't going to happen, and chances are it may not happen anyway. So smart motorway, hard shoulder for emergency use only, right? Okay. $27 miles to go. Friday. temperature wise, yeah, it's still 9 degrees. Temperature's definitely dropped over the last 48 hours. Truck and then hit the fucking brakes. Clever. Shoulder for emergency use only. Still. Just under 7 miles and we'll be hitting the M6. Expecting the traffic to start slowing up a little bit. There was a couple of stages on the M40 earlier. There was just like, there was one car in front of me, long stretch of road. As far as I could see, there was only a couple of cars in front of me and a couple of cars behind me. It was dead. That was at about 8 o'clock. Not half term or anything, is it? I don't know. Our lad's school, he got pinged on what day was it? Monday morning, I think it was. He got pinged. So I put in the self-isolation. Kira went and took him to do a test. He just wanted to take the week off. No. Took him to take a test, come back Tuesday, I think it was, late Tuesday, say he was negative. So back to school Wednesday morning. He wasn't too impressed. But the whole school is shut today. It's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, Crackerjack Day. The whole school is shut today. Some of the teachers have gone down with it, so they've just said no, we're not coming in today. So I don't know what's going to happen on Monday. He expects a rain. The odd road cloud about. time in hand. It's not this junction we want the next one, junction 7. I don't think it made a great deal of difference which way I came in today, or I came in sort of this way, or I came up the M5. Both joined the M6 at the same place, and I think the other way was just slightly longer, just took a little bit more time, but you're talking 10 minutes, and I probably lost that in that accident on the A34, which you may see in the previous video. I'm not sure if I'm going to lump them all together or not, so who knows. Might be at the beginning of this one, or it might be in a completely different video. Who knows? The roads are nice and quiet. This is lovely. Cruising on it. So it's my weekend off this week. I've got 62 hours, I think it is, to recoup. 50. Coming up at the next one. Joining the M6. Shortly we'll be on the elevated section, Dalek factories, Fort Dunlop. You know the school, been here before. 18 more to go. Fairly straightforward once you go off the motorway. Just over a couple of roundabouts, I'm in, I think. Didn't look too. I'm not entirely sure where it is on the road that I'm on. Smart right away again, not in use. Now, if it's not in use, rush out. When did I have been in use? That's why it gets confusing. People don't know whether to use it or not use it. I say personally, I don't like using them. You get a breakdown, you're knackered. See, friction again. There's no rush. We've got time in hand. I've been trying to work out on the number plate, there's an Audi there and it's got that little green strip on the number plate. Does that mean it's electric? I've been trying to work this out and I've seen it on a few of them. I need a couple of Teslas to go by to have a look. Or hybrid or something like that. I'm sure there's somebody out there YouTube land can tell me. Come on, you fonts of knowledge. Junction, I think. I'm not going to start trying to swap lanes. Oh, I may have to up here. Really? Oh, it's not that lane. That is deceiving. Oh well. Not a bad lane to be in, actually. That other lane has to move over. And we're sort of scooting on a bit. I've still got 15 miles to go. The overhead gantry certainly looked like it was in this lane. Well, it did to me anyway. Right, let's go back in the left-hand lane then. be open. Let's see what this gantry sign says, but you get a little bit further around and it closes anyway, so or it goes into the lane that goes off. Congestion on hard shoulder. Development work going on down here by the looks of it, to your left. You've got a big tarmac factory down in there. That's only probably about a year old now. It's that. Hell of a place. Big site. Everything coming in there by yeah, I don't know about everything, but the vast majority coming in by a train. So we're not even on concrete roads and we're getting that ripple effect. Down again. Kingsmill on the road to slicing emissions. Good play on words there. Don't overtake cyclists, don't overtake on the inside of your weekend red. Snatch Pack Limited. What's a snatch pack? Nice, snatch. Suggestion, use hard shoulder, okay? No. It's done 8 miles so I come off. Back up to 60 again. I think. These places I'm going to, you know, you need you can't wear shorts in there, so I've got my Ron Hills on this morning. Looking sporty. Looking fucking sporty. Grey sky again. What's going on here? Oh, might be rain up ahead. Well, I'm not flashing either of those because I don't want to cause carnage between them two. Going into there. Staying on the M6. Traffic. Yeah. Half mile. Container lad, 20-foot box. Loaded. Shitty old trailer. It's alright, no problem. Stay in lane. There is a bit. Go. Junction 9. RAC building. On my right. Lidl's distribution centre there. A lot of trucks in this morning. A couple of containers. Well, one I see. About you, and it's only around 2.5 miles from here. Look at this road here, that sort of stay in this lane, I think. Left at the, I think it's a roundabout.
Exit the highway towards A454 towards Warsaw.
Slowing down a bit quick. When the accidents occur, people come down and try and barge their way in, back end of their vehicle stuck out into the main carriageway there, and they get wiped out. Bit of roadworks, I think it's causing a problem up here. Yawn. Slept alright last night. Turned the night heater off before I went to bed, and then put it on in the early hours just before I got up. Don't like getting up in the cold. Reminds me of my childhood, how poor we used to be. I pecked the mickey out of my wife. I didn't have a bad upbringing. It was just, you know, for most people it was relatively normal. I mean, first house, you had coal fire in the sitting room. That was it. There's no other form of heating in the house. So the winter, always cold. When I moved to Shaftesbury, we had 2 night storage heaters. In my bedroom, always freezing. Got to go to bed with a coat over me. And my socks on. That's when you wore pyjamas. You know, they weren't for only when you were ill, they were like all the time. They were to keep you warm at night. Didn't always have good pyjamas. I remember I had one pair of pyjamas. If you ran around quickly, the static would build up. I don't remember what they were made out of, polyester or something like that. You can make your hair stand on end. Either that or self-combust. Yeah, I didn't like them. Well, I quite like sleeping in that cold room or chilled room. But saying that, I like it warm when I get up. I can't bear a cold house. There's nothing more pisses me off than waking up and having to get out. You know, you wake up in the morning and you go, there's no heating on. I think the boiler's fucked. When I lived up in Scotland, I had a temperamental oil boiler up there. And break down. Usually on the coldest night. During the early hours, so at the morning, it was freezing. You can see your, you know, when you wake up and you go, you can see your breath. You go, nah, this isn't right. I'm not playing today. Just used to put me into a bad mood straight away. Well, it does put me into a bad mood. So I don't like waking up cold. I'll do it. Yeah, can't be doing with that. Traffic lights up here. Yeah, it is traffic lights.
Take the next left towards A454 towards Dudley.
Dudley. Can't do a bumming accent.